we go.
That music can mean only one thing. It is the cast on your screen, your ears this Monday evening. My name is the incomparable Welsh wizard Shane Harris. Above me, I am with the OGs of the show who started this show from day one, Mr. Oliver Butler Henderson and my sumptuous, beautiful baby Hope. Gentlemen, conspicuous by his absence, our old buddy Mr. P, he's got a big day in school tomorrow. So he's got a lot of preparation to do. So yeah, excuse the most awkward haircut in the room. Is not going to be here tonight, but be that as it may.
Mine's a mess at the minute. I'm not getting a parent though.
Yeah, I wear hats for a reason. Let's put it that way. Baby, how was your weekend?
Yeah, to be honest, I had a pretty chill weekend this weekend. Won a bit of money on the horses, but other than that, it was pretty.
A bit? That's my rent money.
I think I end up. I mean, we do Shano specials, but I'm the one that ended up 600 quid off this weekend.
Oh, you can take the segment if you want this. You was, but take it.
I mean, I only won 2 NFL bets this weekend.
We can call it Baby's Bets. There you go.
Mate, that's 2 more than I did. Baby's Bets. I mean, there's a lot of things that Ofcom wouldn't find happy about that. But yeah.
So how was your weekend, buddy?
I pretty much completed my weekly shopping, my Christmas shopping show, I should say. And ever since being called a shambles of a coach, my team's gone 3 wins on the bounce.
Sometimes you got to light the fire under people, haven't you?
Yeah, well, we know about that conversation. How that conversation
let's call it tough love. Let's call it tough love.
Tough luck, mate. Tough luck. Tough luck.
I can think of a team that are a shambles, and they finished playing about 4 a.m. last night.
And the other one finished about 12:30. And the other one finished about 9 o'clock.
The other one are the only team that are totally eliminated the playoffs.
So we shall move on. Gentlemen, by the way, if anybody wants to know, my weekend was eventful. I was struck down with a bit of an illness, but we are resilient. We bounce back.
On the mend.
Of course, me better take a lot more than diverticulitis to knock me down.
I was about to say the question is, can you still drink Strongbow while you're on antibiotics?
Stop reminding me. It's a good job I've only got a 5-day course.
I did that. It was a genuine question. I didn't know whether you could or not.
No, you can't.
No, you can't, mate. You generally can't.
As I said, it's a good job I've only got a 5-day course, so it should take me up until Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh, you coming along to Bristol versus Bolton too?
What are we doing? When is it Saturday?
Yeah, Bristol versus Bolton.
Is it here or Bolton?
It's at Bristol.
Give me a shout. We'll have a pint. Serious.
I am going.
As I said, give me a shout. I can get the ground. I'm gonna have a pint.
Nice.
Even if you only have one.
You'd be able to get into the ground, wouldn't you? Bristol City Bristol Rovers don't have that many fans.
No, I'll go to the bar for him because he probably won't be able to get served. That's fine. No, genuine boy. No.
He ain't wrong, is he?
Let's roll.
Right.
Want to roll? Let's roll.
Let's roll with let's start with the Thursday games of Thanksgiving. We've got to stop pressing the play button at the same time, mate. It happens quite a bit. How do we start this game and where do we end this game? Let's start with the Lions game, obviously, because that was the first game of Thanksgiving, as always. Let's start with that one play.
Well, wait. Time out.
Hang on. Should we do something that didn't hang on?
Well, this is supposed to be a quarterback draw. They have a light box.
Clock is running with 15 seconds, and it's 3rd and 26. They have one timeout left.
This is like the light box. You could have gotten numbers, but just didn't.
You better hurry.
Oh,
this is disaster in the making here. You're going to have to do something when it comes down to this play. Incomplete, and the game is over. Completely botched at the end by the Bears.
I can't believe they didn't take a timeout. You just assume.
26 seconds. 26 seconds.
I know. It's ridiculous. So before they snapped the one before, they had 32 seconds on the clock. Played it down, played the snap. Didn't go anywhere. That's fair enough. It happens. But you could see the quarterback going, yeah. And O-line were just, okay, we've got plenty of time. No. So if your quarterback can't get it going, you then go to the bloody head coach will go, time. Or someone should be going, time? Someone call time out? It's ridiculous.
You guys know I was at a show on Thursday.
So
I went to go watch Mary Poppins. It was very good.
Yeah, of course she was. How was it?
It was very good, thank you. But this was during the interval, so I was watching it on my phone, and it went third down. 6 seconds to go, it came up with, and then it went fine. I was like, okay, it was a long field goal. Chicago must have missed it.
Right.
So then I text my dad like, close game. Pity Chicago missed it. And my dad was like, Chicago missed what?
Miss what? But it's not being funny. That was, I watched it in real time, and I was like, what just happened?
Yeah.
And then they showed the replay of it with the clock counting down and basically a second by second analysis of the play. And they didn't spike the ball in time. They ran out of time.
I mean, you can hear the voices, the Jim Nantz and Tony Roman's voice going, this is getting stupid, this is getting serious now, getting more and more irate and more like, dude, seriously, do something kind of voice.
I'm not sure I want to put this comment on, but I will. It's from Shah, and she's just Ravens.
I knew she'd do it.
Come back in about 45 minutes, Shah. Yeah, I mean, you've been Matt Evensus's biggest. I was going to say lover, but that ain't the word.
Critic.
That's the one. Critic going on. I mean, that is.
Yeah, he's an awful coach.
Beyond stupidity.
I mean, he's a great defensive mind, and I think he is a great defensive coordinator. But he's not a leader of men.
No, you can see it. You can see it during Hard Knocks. He's going number 13, number 2. You go. I hate that.
And I think Ryan Poles is a great GM, so I really hope they keep him.
I think they will. I think Ryan Poles getting rid of him has gone back. We've had to do this. This is what we're going to do now. The rumours is they really like their OC. That could be the way forward, but that OC wasn't that good. Oh, no, they changed it, didn't they? They sacked him a couple of weeks ago. The game itself, though. Lions stumbled to that. It's probably the best way to put it. They stumbled to that victory. They flew out to a 13-0 lead at half-time. And then they were 27 at the end of the third quarter. And then they almost like stopped playing. I mean, every time there was a play, there was a defensive Lions player down injured on the ground. This is getting serious now in Detroit on their defensive side of the ball. They're losing a lot of players. I
was actually a bit disappointed by the play calling. I thought it was a bit conservative from Dan Campbell, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, they've been known for the last 2-3 seasons being really ballsy, gutsy plays, going for it, and they didn't do it. They kind of like, it's almost like Thanksgiving is this big thing for them. This big thing for them. Shayna.
I think the fact that the Lions have played so well this year, they've cultivated that mindset of anybody that's coming to Ford Field, they're going to be in for a game. So the Lions, I think they've got that mindset of, we're going to win. It's just by a matter of how much. So they kind of stop playing at their best potential and just keep their foot on the gas, but not right the way down. We're seeing a similar thing with the Chiefs at the minute. They're not playing their best football. We've seen way better Chiefs sides over the past couple of years, but they're still grinding out results. I said this on Andy Davis's show earlier on, which should be on YouTube by now across the pod. If you want to watch myself again, that should be available now on all your streaming platforms. They let Liverpool.
Did Andy blow your face?
Did he do what now?
Did he blow your face?
Did he blur my face? Why would you want to cover up fine art? Thank you. So yeah, as I was saying, they're like Liverpool. They grind out results no matter how badly they're playing, and that's the form of champions. As much as I hate to say it, based upon the current Premier League standings as well. But yeah, I think the Lions can afford to play badly and still win.
Agreed.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter how you play. The thing that matters is if there's a W or an L, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. So the other two games on Thanksgiving was the Giants didn't keep the hoodoo of AT&T up for the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys win 27-20. That's their first win at AT&T in 2024. New York Giants. Jake Paul has had more victories in AT&T than the Dallas Cowboys.
It's 1-1 now. So.
Okay, fair. Yeah, all right, fair enough.
It's the same amount. Jake Paul's had the same amount.
Yeah. So Miami Dolphins keep up their record of not being able to win in cold temperatures, despite Tua throwing 365 yards. The Green Bay Packers roll out 30-17. Damage was done in the first half. They're 24-3 up at halftime. Tua actually played well. To be fair to his hand, 365 yards.
Tua, some praise for Tua from Oliver Butler Henderson. Wow, that's Christmas.
Enough of that. Right, let's go to the Friday night game. Black Friday, and let's talk about that bodge snap.
We watched another team throw away a chance to win to beat a team with only one loss.
I know. And Aidan O'Connell, you play like that, Raiders will not need a quarterback in the draft.
No.
He looked incredibly good. I mean, he's taken complete and utter blame on that on the snap. He's gone, I clapped to try and get them to speed up, and JPJ gone, oh, he clapped. Let's snap the ball. So he's taken the leadership responsibility. Going, yeah, I screwed up. It was me. But surely the centre gone, right, people aren't ready. I'll wait for a second. Yeah, well, it was a complete mess.
A rookie will make rookie mistakes.
It doesn't matter if they're centre or QB. Yeah, agreed.
As long as he learns from it, then.
I mean, the Raiders were incredibly good.
It's a lost season for Las Vegas. Let's be real. It's a lost season. Yeah. So as long as he learns from it, then they should be okay.
I mean, he's a good centre. He's probably going to be one of the best in the league. He's big. He's strong. He's very quick to get into secondary as well. They just haven't got a running back really to do it. I mean, Brock Bowers, though, 10 receptions, 140 yards. This guy will be an absolute star. And if it wasn't for a couple of rookie quarterbacks, he'd probably be offensive rookie of the year. He's absolutely superb.
I mean, I was very high on Bowers coming out the draft.
You were. And is he Ohio State, wasn't he? Was he Ohio State?
Was he Ohio State?
No, he wasn't. He was Georgia.
Bama? Georgia.
No, yeah. Georgia. He was a Bulldog.
I knew it was one of the red teams.
No, I wouldn't have a clue.
I knew it was a red SEC team.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm being proved right to be very high on Bowers, and I do think he could be an absolute star in this league. I mean, and somebody coming out of this year's draft, love something.
Michigan. Michigan Wolverines.
Love something.
Loveridge from Michigan too. Wolverines. Although the two games I've watched him play, he's been absolutely horrific. Yeah, I mean, Antonio Pierce at times in this game looked like he was going to cry, especially near the end. He looked like he looked absolutely devastated.
I don't think Antonio Pierce is a very good coach.
He's one of those ones who can get people going, get galvanizing, but he's the same as Jared Mayo. That he's good at people management, getting all the people going that way and getting people going, etc., etc., etc. But as a coach wise, I don't think he's there for it. But we'll talk about the Patriots in a minute. In fact, I think so. Yeah, I mean, shocking on that one. Talk about shocking. Let's talk about this.
Jacks represent so many special people.
Oh, there's no doubt that Trevor represents them well. And oh my, that'll be Al Shire, who's flagged for the big hit on the slide, and that's going to start a little bit of a scrum afterwards as the Jaguars come in to protect their QB.
I'm not going to roll any more of that.
I mean, flags calling fights was kind of deja vu Saturday night, wasn't it?
Oh. Yeah, most definitely. Shayna, do you know what that reference is, my friend?
I just wanted to make him look intelligent.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to get suspended. There's no matter what. You know, Schefter and Rapp have just gone, yeah, he's going to be suspended. It's just a matter of how long, because that hit was unnecessary, unnasty. Let's take the player aspect out of it and put it as a human aspect, as just a person. Yeah, possibly in years, like down the line, taking years off this gentleman's life by that one hit. I mean, you can see Trevor Lawrence. He had the two at hand. He was out. He was generally out of it.
It's AJ Brown, Vontaze Burfict flashbacks, isn't it?
Yeah. It was completely unnecessary.
Antonio Brown. The thing is he's Al Shire. Like when he was at the Niners, he was never a dirty player.
That's why I knew that name. I was thinking, I don't know who he is, do I? But that name is in my mind. Now I know why.
So what's caused it then? Yes, it's a divisional matchup, and yes, Texans are playing poorly this year, not as bad as the Jags, mind you. But what's caused that? Shane,
I think it's because the fact that it's this bravado. The Texans know that they're not playing up to their strengths, to what they could be, to what we all thought they would be, and their potential coming into the season. So I think there's bad attitude on both sides of the ball. You know, they're all annoyed with how well they should be playing, and they're just not. And I think when Al-Shire saw Trev sliding, he thought, right then, I got a chip on my shoulder. Let's give him one. Right? Not being funny. And he came in, he could have came in with his elbow. If he would have hit him on the jaw with his elbow, but that would have been game over.
He went in both arms. Both arms. And he's got massive brace on the one arm as well.
He claimed that he didn't see him that he was sliding until he'd already committed in the statement he released today.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And he's in trouble. Yeah, he's incredibly sorry. He didn't mean to go out and do any damage, etc., etc., etc. I'll be funny, mate.
Thing is, in that statement, he never said he was sorry.
No. It was always, every time I watch it, it's showing me again on ESPN because I got that box score up. Every time they're just showing it over and over and over, and you just see Trevor Lawrence's head snap back and then smash it. It's sickening.
It's not nice to watch.
No.
Ollie, should we talk about your team?
Can I talk about Mac first? Can I talk about Mac?
Do you really want to talk about Mac?
Can we talk about Mac? He threw for he had 20 from 32, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns, QBR rating of 105, which was more than CJ Stroud. He threw for 7 yards less than CJ Stroud for less passes. Mac stepped up and being that man this week. It was one of those games where I've got no pressure. It doesn't matter what happened now, and I've just balled out.
Yeah, well, I think Mac might well be playing next week.
He might be playing for 2 or 3 weeks, I think. There seems to be a common theme at the moment, which I really like about this in the NFL. Concussion, they're putting on IR. Started with Tua. I've seen 2 or 3 people now have had concussion. They've been put on IR. I think it's a really good thing. It should be an automatic, right, if you've got concussion, you're on IR, no matter what. Give these players a proper chance to fully recover before they go back and get their heads smacked in again by idiots.
Ollie,
yes.
Patriots?
Yes. No.
Now we can.
No, not today. Not today.
I don't think anyone wants to talk about our team, but we all have to at some point.
I mean, we've got all 3 of us now. Right. Can we sack Scott Peters, please?
Who's Scott Peters?
He's our offensive line coach.
Okay.
So, 9 penalties for 88 yards. 8 of them won the O-line. either holding or jumping. And it's like, you absolute idiots, because Indy weren't coming. They weren't blitzing at all madly for us. You know, Drake had the time in the world. I think he only got hit once, I think, off the top of my head. In fact, yeah, he got, sorry, that's a lie, he got sacked 4 times. Whoops. But yeah, it's that O-line coach is absolutely shocking. The O-line is, yes, 11 different combinations of O-line this season, but it was absolutely shocking. It's like, right, penalties keeping drives. Yes, Joey Sly missed the kick, but the penalty took him from what would have been a chip shot to like a 43-yarder, and he missed. It's like, oh my god! And
he also did try and break the record at the end.
Hey,
He did.
He almost broke the record at the end. It was close.
It was about 1.5 yards short. I think they come back and said.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a hell of a kick, and what a way to have been to win the game. But yeah, we just couldn't stop the run. I've seen a lot of things going. There was a couple of plays where, he didn't catch the ball, he should have challenged it. I've seen them, and I see these plays here on about the one where it's the 3rd and 10th. Morsley, I think his name is. Is it Morsley? Begins with M. Mallory. He's caught it, and it's the ground. The ball's hit the ground, but he's caught it. So did he use the ground to catch it? It was one of those situations. Don't think there's enough to overturn it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, let's not get into the game of when's a catch not actually a catch.
Yeah, let's not get into that game. There's not enough to overturn it to, in my opinion, need to really stop the cut run game. Any quarterback, it was a symbol when Belichick was there, and it seemed to have gone on. When you've got these quarterbacks like Anthony Richardson or Lamar or
Kyler,
any of that kind of run first quarterback who can run, who's difficult to bring down,
Kyler.
we struggle. We struggle. Okay, Anthony Richardson, 9 carries for 48 yards. And one there was a touchdown, and one he ran in for the 2-point play, and it's just like, it's just, our interior O-line isn't strong enough. And then you got the Hunter Henry where it's one of the most unluckiest, or the luckiest bounce ever. He's caught it. It was really good defensive play to get the ball out, but it's literally bounced on Hunter Henry's shoulder pad and bounced straight up instead of literally 2 inches to the left. It's on the ground and it's dead. But there's life. It's probably the best I've seen our offense play in a few weeks. Drake is brilliant. Gibson was really good yesterday. Kendrick Bourne played well. The 2 tight ends were good. Tayshaun Booty put some nice blocks in for the runs. There is really positive signs on this. You just need to improve the O-line and improve that run defense, and then we'll be okay, I think. I know there's a lot of people going, go and get Travis Hunter. Go and get this wide receiver. Go and get this wide receiver. The wide receivers we've got at the moment are good enough for Drake at the minute. Let's build that O-line up to give him some more time to give these wide receivers a chance to get separation.
Ollie, is Joey Sly washed?
Ooh.
No.
Shall we move on to a kicker that is washed?
Not yet. Wait, he's not even washed.
Shane, what was the stat you put in the group chat earlier on, my friend?
No. Oh, wait, are we doing it now?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, fine, we'll do it now. Yeah, not proud of this, but as we all know, my beloved Ravens lost in 3. Terrible. So it's an interesting stat. The Ravens are now 8-5. They've lost 5 games, obviously. And so the Ravens' 5 losses are combined at 22 points this season. Justin Tucker has 22 points worth of missed kicks in the Ravens' 5 losses.
The stat I saw is last night during the game, he's had 10 missed kicks, which is leading the NFL. It's the most in his career in a season. What is going on? What is wrong with him? Before we go into that, Giants have placed Dexter Lawrence on IR. He's done.
Sexy Dexy.
He's done for
Aye.
the season. Yep.
Not Sexy Dexy.
Yeah. Anyway,
Use my
Shane.
pick. Use my pick for DPOY.
I know I'm mine. Shane.
Well, with that Giants team.
Yeah. Mate, he's leading the sack race.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Then I'll shut my mouth.
What is going wrong with that kicking game at the moment?
In all honesty, I've never seen anything like it. Well, not with Justin Tucker anyway. Before Tucker, we had a kicker called Matt Stover and Billy Cundiff. They were really reliable kickers, but it's a case of when do you know that too much is too much? It's a case of he's been, like I've always said it and I'll say it again. To me, Justin Tucker is much like David De Gea. He can do no wrong in my eyes. He saved us on so many occasions from, so many certain defeats and just, grinding out big wins when we had no right to win any games. And OBH, you can back me up, David De Gea, on his day, best keeper in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I could say that with our kick as well. We had Adam Vinatieri, Gostkowski, and Nick Folk. We had 3 bloody good quickers back to back. Adam Vinatieri's going to the Hall of Fame this year, no matter what. Gostkowski is a future Hall of Famer. Nick Folk is a great, great kicker. He's not a Hall of Fame worthy, but he's a bloody good kicker.
I agree with you, Vinatieri. I'm not sure Gostkowski is.
All right, Goss is a future Hall of Famer, mate. Not first ballot. He will end up in the Hall of Fame. But anyway.
I mean, if you listen to John Harbaugh after the game, he did the media speech and he was like, we're not moving on from Justin. I think that level of respect, the fact he's been there a hell of a long time now, he's 35 years of age.
Yep.
Like, as you just mentioned, kickers go on until they're 40s. I think Morton Anderson was the longest serving kicker in the NFL history. I think he finished at like 47, I think. He's a long time kicker for the Falcons.
If he keeps his 50 pence piece foot, he won't be kicking for long.
50 pence what?
50 pence piece foot.
I see what you're saying now. Foot like a 50 pence piece. I see what you're saying now. Stop it. How dare you? But there's no denying it. He's costing us wins. It hurts me to say it. It really does. Like, I think when he eventually leaves, I think he's earned the respect to leave on his own and not be turfed out. I don't think he's gonna be turfed out. Not by Jim Harbaugh's or John Harbaugh's. Though, look at them. You saw it when I can't remember which kick he won. It was I think it might be in the third quarter. It might be when I was still awake during the third quarter. I fell asleep midway through the third quarter and woke up midway through the fourth. He went up and gave him a hug. Yeah, I saw it. I watched the game.
And there's utterly respect on that. And while Harbaugh's in charge, you can't see him going.
Yeah, I'd gone to bed by then.
Yeah, I was in bed as well, mate. I just fell asleep for like 45 minutes and then woke back up. No, I mean, let's talk. I want to talk about Cooper DeJohn.
Yeah,
he
probably hit on Derrick Henry. Whoa.
I mean, it was a textbook tackle. Not only that, he picked him up and dropped him. It would have been quite good to watch on Saturday night in bloody wherever.
Series.
Yeah. It was like really good. I mean, this guy's good. He's probably coming out to be one of the shutdown corners in the league now. And me personally, I know I can't remember if you guys did as well, literally ripped that Eagles secondary apart last year. It was one of the worst secondaries I've seen in the NFL. And
I mean, all you need to do is watch that Niners game last year.
Yeah, and the Bucks game.
Yeah,
in the playoffs, they were shocking.
They bolstered their secondary in preseason with Cooper DeJohn, and who else did they get? They got somebody else in. Was it CJ Gardner Johnson? Was it?
Quinn and Mitchell.
They bolstered the secondary, and
Tony Romo is waxing lyrical about him as well.
Oh, Tony Romo, but don't even start me on him. He was proper. To coin a phrase from my buddy, he was proper piping off the Eagles last night.
Yeah, you said in the group. To be fair though, mate, I'm
Isn't
not gonna lie. The first, I was a bit disappointed with the game to start with. It didn't really come alive to the second quarter, to the second half. Sorry, probably until midway through the half. Well, probably through the third quarter.
I mean, clearly, Ollie, the third quarter kept your attention.
Oh yeah, I mean 0-0 half. But you went 9 up. You scored a touchdown. You missed the extra point. And then Eagles gone, yeah, enough's enough now. We're going to play football now. And then they just stepped it up. Who scored your first touchdown? Mark Andrews, isn't it?
Yes, he did.
That was a good grab. To be fair, that was a good grab. And Zay Flowers had a good game. That scramble drill where he had about 30-yard pickup. I don't know. What did you make of the game, mate?
First quarter, we came out and played. The other 3 quarters, we didn't. And you can't give an Eagles team with that much quality and that much firepower any sort of advantage. AJ Brown had a field day. He, whenever Hurts was passing to him, he was always open and there was nobody on him. And you can't give someone like that much space and time. I don't know what Zach Orr was playing at with his defensive schemes, but last night it looked like we struggled. What scares me is, are we going to break that glass ceiling? Are we going to go from, to use wrestling terms, upper mid-card to main event? You've got the elite teams in this league. You've got the likes of the Bills, the Lions, and the Chiefs. Are we forever going to be the rung below with the likes of Packers? Exactly. Packers at the minute, Niners possibly, or they used to be.
No.
And that's what. And Texans, you could probably argue having that conversation as well. And the Vikings now, so yeah, it's just they neutralized our run. The whole game, the whole storyline going into that game was with Henry and Saquon. Who's the better running back?
Saquon.
So yeah, well, obviously, proof's in the pudding. We saw that Henry struggled last night. For some reason, I can't get that up in front of me, but yeah, he struggled last night.
I think both offenses had big plays. I just think the Eagles had big plays more regularly.
Yeah. So you talk about the running stats, okay? Saquon Barkley averaged 107 rushing last night. 64 of them was in the last quarter.
As I said,
so overall, Saquon Barkley is a yard shy of 1,500 yards. He's on target for 2,000 yards this year. Derrick Henry's at 407. They are nearly 500 yards ahead of the next best, which is Josh Jacobs and DeMar Gibbs. These two are worlds above of anyone else. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'd love to see this year's Saquon Barkley and this year's Derrick Henry and last year's McCaffrey playing at the same time.
Yeah, because last year's McCaffrey was relevant. This year's McCaffrey is relevant for a whole different bunch of reasons.
This year's McCaffrey's on the treatment table.
Ollie, before we go to your game, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you want to build a snowman? Come on, let's go and play.
He's planned that since yesterday night, since last night.
Well, no, this morning. Yeah.
Don't we have some other games to talk about before we move on to Sunday night?
No, we'll get to yours. We'll get to them afterwards. We'll review the others afterwards, mate.
We're on the last turn.
So
yeah.
You know that snow monster in Frozen?
Yeah.
No, don't watch kids' films.
Yeah,
Frozen's quite good.
I'm just trying to think of. We just kind of waved the white flag waved the white flag from the start and rolled over and died, didn't we? I mean, Josh Allen was the first quarterback ever to receive a touchdown, rush touchdown, and throw a touchdown in the same game. Good for him.
MVP.
Yes. But yeah, as soon as I knew it was a snow game, I knew we'd lost. Purdy had 94 passing yards. Like under 100.
James Cook rushed for 107.
Exactly.
In the snow.
and scored a touchdown with it.
Yes.
It
James
was,
Cook's
yeah.
James Cook's a good running back. But I would just like to. This is a stat. So our starting defense last night, there were only 3 players that started the Super Bowl in that.
Wow. And they are
Tre'Davious Ward,
Purdy,
Chris Ward, Fred
Fred
Warner, Jay
Warner,
Brown.
Leonard Floyd.
No, Floyd wasn't. Floyd was on the Bills last season.
Oh, yeah, of course he was. Of course he was.
So
Yeah,
our
just
team
like-
is literally held together by masking tape and string at the moment.
A
masking
bit
tape
like
and hope.
CMC's knee.
Yeah.
I could make knee jokes. I've had enough knee injuries. Caused me a life.
Yeah, you can.
a lifetime, mate.
I'd also like to send my prayers out to Trent Williams because of the awful news that was released earlier today.
Yeah,
Awful news.
very, very,
Awful.
very sad news.
Wow.
Yeah.
The loss of his newborn child, stillborn.
Oh no, that's awful.
Yeah, absolutely sued. So, Trent Williams, from here in the Furlong, we are sending you, your family, and everyone around you our deepest sympathies and all our love and prayers straight to you, my friend. And hope you come out through this. Stronger isn't the word to you, but you get the support and need that yourself and your wife needs for this. Through this time, it's horrible, absolutely horrible.
Yeah, and
Did he play last night?
he did not. He's injured.
Oh, yeah,
I
of course
mean,
he is.
Mooney Ward has just come back from the death of his baby daughter too, so it's two in almost as many weeks for the Niners.
Yeah.
It's awful.
I mean, I've mentioned it already. CMC's knee, but the Madden curse is a thing. He missed 6 games of the season? 7 games?
What, CMC?
Yeah.
It's like his 3rd game back in
10
it.
games. He missed 10 games.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
came back.
I
He
mean-
came back week 11 against the Bucks after our bye.
Yeah, it's sad, scary, nasty injury as well. I've seen a couple of clips from it behind where you actually see his calf muscle vibrate.
Yeah,
So they
the
reckon
thing is,
it's
the thing is, he
they reckon
came
it's
back.
PLC.
Yeah, he
PCL.
came back,
Yeah,
had another run, and he got the ball and just fell straight over.
yeah, you can see it where it literally
Yeah.
vibrates. So people who don't know, the PCL is the muscle or the ligament that goes down the back of your leg. It touches your thigh to your femur, no tibia, your shin bone, and that they reckon has ruptured. That's what they said last night. All the
Yeah.
reports I've seen, they think it's a ruptured.
Yeah.
He's meant to have scans today, isn't he?
But yeah, Kyle Shanahan said it's a PCL injury.
I've seen a couple of reports that they're saying they think it's ruptured.
Yeah, it looks ruptured. But
Was it the end of the
PCL's the second worst one to do, isn't it?
Yeah, I've done the worst one.
ACL.
No, patellar. Which is the one that goes
Okay,
over the top of the kneecap.
ACL. Siri just came up.
ACL is the most common one.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. I was going to say,
Yeah,
okay, Dr. Butler Henderson and Dr. Hope.
I said ACL and Siri came up because they thought I said "Hey Siri," and I just said that and Siri didn't come up.
Why would if I say Alexa?
But boys, we're not trying to
Everyone's
share
Alexa's
Amazon
gonna be
products
going
on the
off now.
show, okay?
Okay, so Siri is an Amazon, Siri is Apple.
Yeah, but all these are that's what I was going to say. Point I'm trying to make is his season's over now. The Niners season's hanging on by hope and a thread as we speak. And this is not me throwing
They
shade.
hang on to Ollie.
This is me being serious. Well, you know what I mean. This is
Okay,
me being
yeah.
serious.
The only slight hope we have is that our division isn't that strong this year.
Yeah. But I mean, if I was a Niners fan, season's done. Okay, you've got John Jennings, Ayuk's out, McCaffrey's out. You've had 3 or 4 serious O linemen out injured. You've had several of your defenses injured. Let's finish mid-round draft, pick yourself a couple of good defenders, even trade back, trade out, go and get yourself some new young rosters and rebuild the roster and go again. That's what if I was a Niners fan, that's what I want. I mean, as a Patriots fan, we're going to be a top 5 pick again. Unless we get one of the top O linemen, I'd be quite happy if we traded back and get a couple of extra picks.
You're talking about the Niners trade back. No, we needed. So I was looking at this. I think the Niners are very close to a very good team. I think they need another tackle to replace Colton McFitz. I think they need another guard to replace Aaron Banks. I think we need a center because Jake Brendle's useless, and I think we need some D-line depth. After that, I think we're good.
Oh, okay. You don't want a lot then?
No, a huge amount. No.
Not a huge amount. Oh, just to rebuild the franchise. Not a lot, man.
Just a new line and D-line.
Right. Let's round up the other results before we go to Monday Night Football. Kirk Cousins got picked up 3 times, twice by the rookie defensive back, and his name escapes me off the top of my head.
Including one really, really, really bad throw.
One was a shocking throw. As the Chargers win out 17-13. The Bengals and Steelers played out an absolute classic. I'll go and watch this on Game of 40 on the highlights. 82 points scored, the highest in the 109 game history. Russell Wilson threw for 414 yards. Ridiculous game. It looked a hell of a game on Red Zone.
I do think the Bengals, they need to sack their DC or do something.
The head coach isn't. The head coach got one more year. He's going to be on the hot seat because they're going to miss the playoffs. Something needs to be done.
The thing is, if you go and score 38 points, you shouldn't go and lose the game.
What's going on? It's our defense, and it's got to be our defense, boys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They've been consistently scoring points but losing games.
Yep. The Cardinals got overturned by the Vikings in a 23-22 win in Minnesota. Vikings are starting to look good. They're still knocking the coattails of the Detroit Lions there. New York Jets threw a 21-6 lead to the Seattle Seahawks as the Seahawks take control of that division now. The Commanders absolutely blew the Titans out the waters with a 42-19 win.
It was 28-0 midway through the second quarter.
It was, absolutely insane. The Rams turn around a 6-11 deficit at halftime to win 21-14 in the Superdome. The Buccaneers come from behind to level the game in overtime before going on and beating the Panthers in a 23-26 victory. Before we go on to the other game, I mean, wow, Bryce Young, since he's come back from being benched, has looked phenomenal.
He looks like a different player, doesn't he?
He looks like the number 1 pick overall now. He generally has looked absolutely phenomenal.
Whatever Dave Canal has said to him and has done with him, he's worked miracles.
I feel so bad for the Panthers over the last few weeks. They're playing so well. They're coming so close every week.
I mean, that catch from Adam Thielen.
Yeah,
literally backwards there is one of the most ridiculous catches I've seen.
Is that anyone's player of the week?
Not yet. I mean, we all know what I'm taking. Is that jump, that Bills play, ridiculous. So we are tonight. We are in Denver tonight.
It's a bit of a nothingy game, I think.
There are so many games you can flex.
Let's playoff implication.
Denver will just beat Cleveland fairly comfortably, and then it'll be.
Yeah, but last time we said that, it's all gone wrong. I mean, there's so many games that could have flexed into this Monday night slot. They could have gone Bengals Steelers. That could have gone in there.
Didn't they flex this game into this slot, or is that next week?
That's next week's game they flexed. Yeah, I don't get some of these. They don't get some of the really weird stats sometimes. It's. I mean, are we going to see a Bo Nix masterclass, or are we going to see James Winston literally turning on like he has done the last couple of weeks?
Yeah. Denver will win 28-17.
You're not giving Cleveland any hope?
Nope.
No,
Not even with that pass rush?
no.
Not even with Jerry Judy and possibly Jameer
Yeah,
Cleveland
Floyd?
Joker.
I would like to see Joey
Judy?
Judy have a revenge game.
I
That type
don't,
thing.
because my other
And
half is against me in the fantasy and she's got Jerry Judy, so
and
I wouldn't mind.
I like seeing Cedric Tillman have a good game.
I
It
know.
makes my little Tennessee Volunteers heart happy. But
Fair enough.
no, I think Denver will win it easily.
Yeah. Bo Nix has done what a lot of people struggle with, is come out of college as a fairly high, pretty touted draft pick and hit the ground running. You know, I mean, there's been games where he struggled, but then you've got like, he's also got a team around him. This Denver team again was
Hi,
expected to
Alan.
do nothing this year. Hi, Al. This Denver team was expected to do nothing this year, and it's surprising a lot of people. He's opening a lot of eyes. You know, I think he's really good. I think he's going to be the future of that franchise.
For the people who can't see this and are listening, Ollie's dad just literally walked into the kitchen and turned straight back out. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be closer than I think it is. Than people are thinking it is. You know, Cortland Sutton is probably odds on to get a touchdown this game. Him and Bo Nix have been. They seem to be found that connection, that click at the minute, and it's working for them. I do see the AFC. I think the playoff pitch in the AFC is done. Those 7 will be the 7 playoff players teams. I can't see anyone else getting in, to be honest. Miami won't. Cincinnati won't. So yeah, I can't see any of the teams.
I still think Miami might sneak in the back door.
Miami got difficult. Miami's running. I can't see it. So Miami's running.
They've got us week 16.
So Miami have got New York, then they go to Texans, then they've got you, then they go Cleveland, then they go to New York. I mean, it's difficult. The problem is, though, they need Denver to lose. I can't see Denver losing as many games as Miami are going to lose.
The thing is, I think Miami can win all 5 of those.
Yeah, but Denver got to lose. Denver got to lose at least 3 of their next 6 games. 5 games. So you got obviously Cleveland tonight, Indianapolis, then they go to LA Chargers, then they go to Cincy, and then they host KC. I can't see where Denver are going to lose 3 of those games.
I think they lose to the Chargers. I think Cincy give them a game, and I think they lose to the Chiefs because I think the Chiefs are going to need to win to clinch 1 seed.
Most definitely. But I think look in the 2 seeds between the Chiefs and the Bills. Chiefs got the easier running. Bills got a very difficult running.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're quaking in the boots in the fact they probably have to play the Patriots.
Boys,
Right, this is the Bills running. Sorry, Shane, really quick. This is the Bills running. Rams, Detroit, us twice, and the Jets. They've got to go. They've got to go to SoFi. They've got to go to Detroit.
Yeah, but my point was they're not exactly quaking in the boots about playing the Patriots.
And this is the Chiefs running really quickly before we get Shane going again. Chargers, Browns, Texans. Then they go to Pittsburgh. Then they go to Denver.
Oh, speak of Pittsburgh. My terrible towel gets delivered on Friday.
Well, what you want to do is find the biggest bin you can find, set it on fire, and chuck it in there, right? End of story.
No, it's the Ravens that are dumpster fire, not the Steelers.
Ooh, okay. Speaking of dumpster fires, you know all about that. Bang, bang, season's gone. But anyway, so yeah, you were saying about the Bills and Chiefs running. The Bills are going to hard running, but iron sharpens iron. And we know if you're going to be the best this league, this sport has to offer, you've got to beat the best. In the immortal words of Ric Flair, to be the man, you've got to beat the man. And I think the Bills are capable of doing it. I think they're capable of beating you. This poor Chiefs team, again, as I've said previously, manages to grind out results. And the only team to beat them so far is the aforementioned Buffalo Bills. It's going to be interesting. I mean, maybe at some point fairly soon we should give our prediction for what we think the Super Bowl is going to be based upon what we've seen.
I
Girls'
mean,
Lions.
my prediction. Yeah, that's what I think. My prediction for Joe Burrow for MVP isn't exactly going well, is it?
Yeah, nor my CJ Stroud one, mate, so don't worry about it. On those two bombshells, ladies and gentlemen, it is come to the end of our show tonight. Thank you, as always, for watching, tuning in, listening, wherever you're doing. We'll be back we're back on Thursday. Get my words right. Usual time, 8:30 on your screens or downloadable next morning. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, good night. Stay safe all.